Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a complete A to Z breakdown of how to massively upgrade a company's professional image and security. We're going to explore the Verify ID badge ecosystem. This is a really fascinating deep dive into how small businesses can fix potential vulnerabilities during customer interactions and build immediate, rock-solid trust. If you run any kind of business where your team interacts with the public face-to-face, understanding these mechanics is absolutely crucial.
Think about it for a second. How do your customers actually know your employees are who they say they are? If you're a small business owner, this is a very real, very persistent anxiety. When you dispatch a technician, an inspector, or maybe a consultant to a client's home or business, your reputation and honestly their physical safety is completely on the line. In face-to-face interactions, trust isn't just a nice little bonus, it's the entire foundation of the relationship. If a customer hesitates for even a second before opening their front door because they aren't totally sure the person on their porch actually works for you, well, that is a massive customer trust problem.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap. We'll start with the customer trust problem, look at the power of verification, break down membership and subscription plans, check out one-time badge purchases, go over outfitting with essential accessories, and wrap up with designing and getting started.
First up, Section 1, the customer trust problem, safety in small business.
To really grasp why this system is a game changer, we have to look at where it came from. It was actually built by a division of Diversified Company, which is an Indiana corporation established way back in 2007. They built this specifically to tackle safety for small businesses. They recognized this stark contrast between the old, clunky way of identifying employees and what the modern standard really needs to be. Think about a standard badge. It's just a static piece of plastic with a printed photo and a name. Anyone with a basic printer and a cheap laminator can duplicate that in minutes. It gives you the illusion of security without any actual security. The Verify ID badge, on the other hand, is dynamic. It provides 24/7 online active status confirmation. It literally shifts the ID from a dumb piece of plastic to a smart, verifiable security tool.
Moving right along to Section 2, the power of verification, the ultimate solution.
So what exactly makes this different? A verifiable ID badge is a customized identification card that allows customers to confidently confirm an employee's active working status 24/7 via an online portal. And this brilliantly illustrates a total paradigm shift. It's no longer just about flashing a photo. It's about handing over instant, undeniable proof. Your customer isn't just taking an employee's word for it anymore, they're taking the system's word for it. A system that is active, up-to-date, and locked down tight.
Let's paint a quick picture of how this actually plays out in the real world. Imagine you run a plumbing business. Your employee arrives at a customer's home at, say, 8 p.m. for an emergency repair. It's dark, the customer is understandably cautious. But then, they realize they can verify the active status of that exact worker right there through verifyidbadge.com or even directly through your own company website. The customer pulls out their smartphone, checks the status, and boom, they see a bright, confirming message that this person is currently an active employee. Immediately, the tension just drops. They feel completely safe, and your company, you look incredibly professional.
All right, Section 3, membership and subscription plans, scaling security.
Now let's talk about how a business actually gets into this ecosystem. Verify ID badge uses a tiered structure to accommodate growth. You've got your essential plan members, team plan members, all the way up to corporate and enterprise plan members. And while this whole thing was deeply focused on the specific needs of small business owners, this tiered approach makes it beautifully scalable. Whether you have 2 employees visiting homes or 2,000 customer-facing staff spread across the state, there's a membership structure perfectly designed to fit your operational footprint.
Next up, Section 4, one-time batch purchases, upfront logistics.
Now, what if you aren't quite ready for a full membership, or you just need to outfit a couple of people right away? Well, at just $5.99 for a non-member single badge, it is a highly affordable starting cost. And that flat rate applies whether you want a landscape-style badge or a portrait-style badge. Think about that. You get that powerful, verifiable technology built into a custom card for literally less than the price of a fast food meal. It completely removes the barrier to entry for business owners who just want to step up their security right now.
Let's move to Section 5, outfitting with essential accessories, the full catalog.
So once you actually have the physical badges, your employees need a solid way to wear them safely and keep them visible. The accessory catalog here is super comprehensive and budget-friendly. You can grab a standard badge lanyard for just $1.99. Or if your team needs to swipe or pull their badge frequently, a retractable badge clip is only $2.99. Basic clips and holders, those are incredibly low, just 50 cents each, It makes outfitting an entire team with the necessary physical hardware incredibly efficient without breaking the bank.
Finally, Section 6, designing and getting started, making it yours.
So, pop this number in your head, $25. That is what you save right now because Verify ID Badge is offering to completely design the front of an ID badge for absolutely free. They'll customize the whole thing to match your company's brand. Or, if you already have a graphic designer on staff with a design ready to go, you can simply send it over to them. Their team will make any necessary little tweaks to ensure it perfectly integrates with the printing and verification systems.
And I love this part of their process. They explicitly state, quote, "Either way, you'll get a proof before we print." That is huge because it ensures the business owner maintains total 100% control over their professional image. Nothing goes to the printers, and absolutely nothing is shipped until that digital proof is reviewed and gets your official green light. Right now, they're also throwing in some nice shipping perks to make getting started even easier. For a limited time, orders include free first class or USPS Ground Advantage shipping. You don't even need a promo code. It's just automatic. A small $4.99 minimum order applies, but since one badge covers that anyway, you're set. Just keep in mind, it's for U.S. mailing addresses only. It just removes one more friction point from getting your team secured and out the door.
Let's see how this all builds together into an actionable summary of your exact next steps. First, you choose a plan or a one-time purchase, so you decide between those scalable subscriptions or the flexible upfront logistics. Second, you utilize that free custom design proof to ensure your brand looks top-notch and professional. And third, you equip the team with those verifiable IDs and affordable accessories. It is a straight, simple line to having a fully verified workforce.
I want to leave you with one final provocative thought. If a customer checked your team's credentials right now, this very second, what would they find? Would they just find a static piece of plastic that anyone could fake? Or would they find a 24/7 dynamic verification system that definitively proves your commitment to their safety? Upgrading an image isn't just about looking good. It is fundamentally about protecting your customers and your business. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. I hope it gave you some valuable food for thought.